Number 10, Brawler vs Master, Akudama Drive. By far the standout of this underrated neon-drenched fever dream, the final confrontation between the S-Class criminal and the senior executioner was hysterically awesome. With the rain-soaked fairground serving as the backdrop, we're presented with two diametrically opposed combatants, but who share a similar soul when it comes to the thrill of battle. Even when mortally wounded, these two just refuse to stop throwing punches until they push themselves to the edge of death. What else do you expect from the madman who made Danganronpa? Number 9, Maple and Sally vs first level boss, Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. While we can agree that Maple is the most adorable thing to ever get pulled into the virtual gaming sphere, we weren't expecting her to have such killer fight animation. Teaming up with her bestie to take on a dungeon boss, the battle here is shockingly top tier. Not every day do you see a cinnamon roll unleash a massive hydra to tear apart a giant deer, only for her cute ninja friend to come in and punch the damn thing into oblivion. Bofuri is hardcore, never forget. Number 8, Captain's Brawl, Black Clover. Yep, it's filler, but come on. Anything with Yami in it is automatically awesome. In a 4-on-4 battle royale, we get to see the captains of each squad get to strut their stuff and show off their magical prowess. And these guys don't hold back, showcasing their high-grade spells to the point where we're left with a giant dragon fighting a water tornado. Naturally, it's the leader of the Black Bulls who steals the show by slicing apart a dream prison with just one slash. Number 7, Don Devimon vs Metal Greymon, Digimon Adventure. One of the most explosive moments in this reboot thus far, fans who have been waiting for the action to pick up again were treated to this insanity. After Tai gets eaten, Metal Greymon goes full-on berserk, to the point where he dark digivolves into longtime antagonist Machine Draymon and goes on the warpath. This is the first time we've seen this kind of violence in the show, made all the better thanks to some truly slick animation. Number 6, Ogun vs Forest Demon, Fire Force. Turns out this guy wasn't just an extra wheel after all. Backed into a corner against a horde of infernals, Ogun throws himself into the heat of battle to give Shinra and the others some cover. While the average fire soldier wouldn't usually stand a chance against a demon, Ogun proved to be an exception, all thanks to the power of his flamey ink. Generating enough force to match the captain of the 1st Division, Ogun got to dunk on the former White-Clad for an exceedingly lengthy amount of time. Number 5, Sieg vs Kana, Fate Apocrypha. This is what it looks like when you blow your budget in a single fight, and throw in 2 kitchen sinks for good measure. Say what you will about Apocrypha's story, the confrontation between the Homunculus and the Lancer of Red was a tour de force of destruction. An endless slew of noble phantasms combined with psychedelic animation. The whole thing really pushes the boundary of just how much you can fit into a single fight. Number 4. Belle vs Asterius. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? The ball is back, and this time no amount of firebolts are going to save Belle from getting bucked. Despite losing much of his body, the former dungeon beast demands a rematch against the adventurer who bested him before. Naturally, you'd think with way more waifus to fight for, Belle would be able to repeat history, only this time he was utterly thrashed. Even without a weapon, Asterius' raw strength proved to be too much for even Hestia's future hubby to handle, and that looked like it bloody hurt. Number 3. Reg vs Bondrewd. Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul. Moments after witnessing one of the saddest moments in the franchise with the death of Prushka, this sequel movie gave us a severe case of whiplash as we were thrown into this unexpectedly incredible boss fight. Both armed with crazy weaponry, Reg and his incinerator take on Bondrewd's immense arsenal. With the latter suffering from the curse of the abyss, it becomes a frantic fight for survival as the two try to blast each other to pieces while crawling their way out of a gigantic pit. The fact Bondrewd has deconstructed orphans as power sources is just the depressing cherry on top. Number 2. Berkuli vs Dark God Vector. Sword Art Online Alicization, War of Underworld. At long last, an amazing SAO battle that doesn't revolve around Kirito. As the conflict against the Dark Territory continues to escalate, the former leader of the Integrity Knights crosses swords with the invader leading the charge, who just so happens to have an avatar leagues beyond anything Underworld can handle. Despite losing an arm, Berkuli still finds a way to win the day by slashing away Vector's past, effectively wiping him out in a single stroke. How can something so savage look so beautiful? Number 1. Yuji vs Mahito. Jujutsu Kaisen. Not saying our boy Gojo doesn't deserve any recognition, but nothing could compare to seeing Yuji beat in the face of this malicious curse. After watching Mahito so gleefully kill Junpei via a horrific transformation, Yuji loses it. Channeling his inner Sukuna, Yuji proceeds to smash apart Mahito, causing serious damage due to the force of his fists, able to alter the shape of a person's soul. While both lived to fight another day, the frantic exchange was nonetheless wholly cathartic. Next time, Yuji, go for the nuts. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.